All right, so today we're going to work on the lips. The lips are, this is Cadmium Red Light. I'm going to put in it some burnt sienna. Maybe a little bit more burnt sienna. Yep. And I'm going to take titanium buff, put it in there. Gives you a beautiful kind of coral color. This is a great combination. And then a tiny bit of burnt umber to tone it down a little bit. Okay, so we have here a bit of kind of, you know, when you're putting the burnt umber, put it slowly. Because we're going to use the burnt umber also to darken the color of, to give shadows, you know, to show where the shadow is. So I'm going to put a little bit more of titanium buff. Yep. So I'm putting the color, this light color where the light is. So most of the time, it's lighter on the sides, closer to the skin. And then darker in the center. And usually the lower lips are lighter than the upper lips because of the light. So now I'm adding burnt umber to the same color, and I'm just going to darken inside. Burnt sienna as well with burnt umber. Add burnt sienna. Yeah, that's good. I'm adding a touch of titanium buff now to the original color, and I'm going to highlight the lower lip a bit. We don't want it to look, we don't want the lower lip to look faded, but when it gets closer to the skin, it's usually darker, a little bit darker. Okay, and then I'm going to take a little bit of white, pure white, and put it with the color of the lips. You can add a tiny bit of reflection of light.
Can you do it closer? Go closer to the camera?
Sure. I'm going to take, I need to do the teeth so I can see what's going on there. I'm going to take burnt umber and titanium buff, a little bit of white. I will start with the dark part, burnt umber, titanium buff, and do the sides. Both parts right here, usually darker, darker, and then becomes lighter. So where the lips meet, inside is darker. And also, usually the lip casts shadow over the upper part of the teeth. And now we can take white, add it to the same color, not just white by itself. It's not pure white. We add it to the color that we're using, and then we put a hint of the teeth in the center. Even if it doesn't show the both, like the gap between the teeth and all of that, you could show a tiny bit, kind of a hint. In brown for the gap between the two teeth. In brown and white, like this. And now I'm going to adjust a bit because that's okay. Now again, I'm going to take white, burnt umber, burnt umber, and titanium buff, and just kind of again show a little bit of shadow over the teeth. Now I kind of can see, I can see the lips better because the teeth are there. I'm just going to adjust the darks that I have around here and here. Soften a bit some of these colors. Burnt umber, again with the color of the lips, a little bit more burnt umber with the color of the original color of the lips, and just kind of adjust. And I'm going to at this point I'm going to highlight a little bit, highlight the lips. So inside, I'm making sure that inside of the lip is darker and the lower one is lighter. But of course, when it turns, the lip is not flat. So when it turns, it becomes darker right here. Let's add a tiny bit of highlight over here. acrylic dries darker, and you always have to go back and forth and adjust values. Okay. I'm going to use a little bit more of white mixed with the skin lip color, and I'm just going to put a sharper highlight in here. Okay. Okay. Oh, I know. I brought the eye up when I should bring this down a bit. Relax this eye a bit. Yeah. Okay. Just this is too blue right here, so I'm just adding a tiny bit of the skin tone as well in that area here where is the white is. Also, usually when the light hits from the light is hitting from this side, the right side, the white inside of the eye, usually around the iris, is lighter because the same light is hitting this part as well. Sorry, it's too close. It's just the camera is going nuts. Yeah, that's better.
It looks very nice.
Thank you. All right. We should well, next time when we start a new project, we are going to we should kind of work on, this is different, you know, it's just using the difference between priming and underpainting. It has nothing to do with this, what we're doing right now, but just remembered that I'd like to show you the difference between priming and underpainting. And we should do an exercise in that too, in underpainting. Blue. Means gray. Okay. I'm going to pause for a minute and then we'll come back. All right, let's do ears. So the ears are dark right there. So we have a first layer, which is dark. I'm going to keep that one dark, but I'm going to highlight this one a bit. And it's the same. I have burnt sienna, a bit of red, burnt umber, and titanium buff. And I'm going to start from here. I don't want it to be too light. Let's take a little bit more of the titanium buff, put it in here. Highlight this part. And this part. And also right here. Just shaping the earlobe a bit. Take a bit of burnt sienna, mix it with burnt umber and a bit of the skin tone. Darken inside here. And that's it. We don't want too much happening in there. Other side, dark. Like burnt umber. Add more burnt umber. And darken this part. More burnt umber. Add where the over here, so you can have a hint of the ear at the bottom. Let's take that shape the ear a bit. I'm gonna put skin tone again, but darker than this side. Hint. Is it one? Yeah. One is a little bit higher than the other.
It is. You know, I thought that too.
Right?
Yeah.
It's so easy to do that. It's so easy to have one higher and one lower. And that one is, again,
If the earrings were level.
mm-hmm. Exactly. It's easier to level it with the earrings. Okay, that's good. Now let's, I'm going to stop for a minute and then we'll see for the hair color and then we'll come back. I'm going to pause.
No.
I'm going to,
Before you,
why?
it's Liquitex or?
Yes. Yeah, Liquitex.
Liquitex.
Mhm.
And how come it's so dark?
Okay, so it's Sap Green Liquitex. Okay, Sap Green Liquitex. I have this Pebeo Burnt Sienna. It's Burnt Sienna. It's like this is Burnt Sienna right there.
Oh.
Okay, and Titanium Buff. So I mix them together. I mix them together and I get this kind of grayish colored green because I'm mixing burnt sienna with the green. And here I'm adding more of the, yeah, I like this. You could add a bit of more green, or it doesn't have to be exactly the same everywhere. Yeah. We can just go in and then just, this will allow us to see the hair a bit more, the shape and the color. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Let's add this burnt umber, the hair, bring it, or that, the burnt umber for the hair, bring the hair out a bit on both sides. Hmm.
The hair is just burnt umber right now?
Right now it's just burnt umber. I like that.
Very nice.
I like it. I like that color. It suits her face. But we will, of course, highlight it a bit when we start working on it and add some red in it. And I like to add a bit of like another kind of strand right here that goes over the eye. I'm going to do it right now and see how it goes. Yes, that's fine.
You extended the hair from one side?
Yeah, just one strand right there. And once I start working on the highlights, I will highlight it a little bit. I mean, it's dark right now. It's really dark. So once I start working on the highlights for the hair, I'll highlight it kind of maybe more reddish or lighter a bit, because there would be a bit of more light hitting that area. Let's see, just kind of. I'm going to stop recording for a minute. All right, well, we're done for this week. Next week, we will work on the hair and then the flowers.